Hey, I'm Lisa.
And I'm Rasheida.
And we're the Bennetts. How are you this evening, or afternoon, I should say? We're coming to you live from Radio City Music Hall. No, that's not true at all.
Definitely not now. New York is on
lockdown. So, gosh, our prayers out to folks in New York. For those who don't know, we reside in New York part-time. We go back and forth between a couple homes. And, well, obviously we cannot. Our plan was to go to our house in New York. It's where our grandchildren live. And, well, they live in New York, not at our house. But they live in New York. Yeah, it's true. But we are
grandbabies.
Yeah, but we're gonna be seeing them via Zoom, Skype, and all that other stuff. So
FaceTime.
Yeah. So prayers to our peeps in New York. Today we had some questions coming. Thank you guys again for watching. Make sure you subscribe. If it's your first time looking at us or viewing with us or hanging with us, subscribe, and turn on the
notification button.
Ding, ling, ling, ling.
And that will let you know whenever we go live or whenever we post a new video.
Yeah, so do that for us. Hey, just a reminder too, you can also follow us on Instagram, LinkedIn. We have a Facebook page. We have a group on Facebook.
Absolutely.
And I think those are the old social media. Yeah. Those are social media things.
So let's jump right into it because she's still talking on and on and on and on.
To the break of dawn, the hip, hop, a hippie to the hippie, the hip, hip, hop, you don't stop the rock to the bang, bang, boogie, so up, jump the boogie to the boogie, beat. Skippity bebop, bebop.
Oh, wait, whoa.
That was my era.
Yes, it was. I just know it because my siblings.
Sugar Hill Gang was my era.
Okay, back to the show. Anyways, someone asked us a question and said, how did you know, or when did you know that Lisa was the one you were gonna marry?
So that's a good question.
Okay.
So when did you know?
All right.
Did they want to know? Wait, did they want to know when did you know, or did they want to know when did we know? Or they wanted to answer it for both of us. It's just for you. It's just for you.
Well, I'm gonna say the question was posed to both of us, so I think we have two totally different. Anyways, so I'm gonna tell you what mine.
When did you know, then?
So, when we met, I was in my mid-20s, and I was still trying to find myself. So there was this moment in time where I was just becoming unglued. Emotionally, mentally, I just was just like, what am I going to do? And we were still kind of new in our relationship, maybe about 6 months in. 6 months to maybe a year, barely. So, no, I take that back. It was about a year. So, I'm coming emotionally unglued. I'm just like, okay, I don't know what I'm doing, where I'm doing. I'm just lost. And she offered to me a sabbatical. A 2-week sabbatical.
I forgot about that.
And she said, listen, I need you to go here. And I need you to reconnect. I need you to hit the reset button. And I need you to do what you have to do. I'm going to stay home. I'm going to take care of our child. I'm going to take care of all the responsibilities here at home. It's going to be okay. You are going to be, because you're an amazing individual. And she allowed me the space and the time to go somewhere and find me.
Oh, wow.
So when she did that, to me, that was just so powerful and so awesome that I was like, I love this. I'm never going to ever find anyone who loves me enough to allow me the space and the time to find myself again. Everybody gets fall off their square and they, lose your footing.
Because we were still dating, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's because it's about when did you know? Yeah, I forgot about that.
At that point in time, even through the ups and downs and even bullshit after, I knew that I was going to marry her after that. And that was when I knew.
Well, that concludes the show for today. Oh, so mine is not that okay. That's cool.
I think I messed that up.
Yeah. For me, it was a couple of things. It wasn't like one specific incident.
That was the major one. That was
for you. Okay, so in an anecdotal kind of way, I knew that you were the right one for me because in the previous relationship, in any of the previous relationships, if somebody asked me in the middle of the night, could you get me a glass of water? Could you do this, do that? I'd be like, no, your legs and arms work. It's the middle of the night. Go get it yourself. And when you asked me that, because you had spent the night and you asked me to go do that, and I didn't mind, and you asked me, it just didn't bother me. Things that I felt like in previous relationships were chores, if you will. And they weren't really chores, I mean, but I just didn't mind. And so I go, okay, something's special here. Something's different because I don't mind doing that. The other thing, though, there were a couple points, and I knew I was going to have to ask this question. So there's a couple points. You kind of gave me a sense of freedom that I had not experienced. So, you know, in life, when you're in a job role or when you're in a relationship, whatever, you have this one role, and one set of expectations. This person that you always are. Okay. And so at work you're a certain way, and at church you're a certain way, at this you're a certain way, and this you gave me this freedom to be all of the people. I'll give you an example. If I wanted to wear I don't wear dresses, so don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. But we were out clowning, and I put on a dress to be funny. And instead of making fun of it, he was like, "Oh, you look fly in that. That's on and popping." And so I was going, "You're comfortable with that now." So for folks who may be new to the gay and lesbian community, sometimes it's not okay for studs to be too. And I don't even know if I refer to myself as a stud. A soft stud, gentle butch, or whatever. I'm more like the traditional gentleman, the chivalrous kind of dude you would date in a heterosexual world. And so, for us kind of folks to put on a dress, you don't do that. That's breaking the whole kind of thing. So, but for you, it was just funny. And you allowed me the space to be all of that, so I could be who I was at work in terms of being in charge sometimes. And then there are points where I didn't have to be in charge at all, and you just took over things. So that made me comfortable. So that was, something. You challenged me, man, on every freaking thing. Oh my God. So there are like 11 years difference in age. And when you're older and you've already experienced, I had already experienced a lot of the stuff that she was going to go through. So I was okay with her just having her opinions and going through stuff. And I was settled on how I felt about certain things. But then when I would say yes or no to something, she'd say, "But why?" And I'm like, "Well, why? Because I'm 35 years old. That's just what I want to do. But why?" And I'm like, I don't know if I got a reason. I just don't want to do it no more. I did it before. It's different now. But never just let me be comfortable with that. And there's always, I think, in hindsight, and now totally embrace it. It's been 20 years. We totally embrace it. But now that always challenges me to not get too settled in what and who I am. And I think that came up a lot for us over the years. And somebody did send another question about our first year of marriage. We're going to do a show about the first year of marriage and the things we had to compromise on in terms of raising kids and that kind of stuff. And we'll talk more like that about those things, because that was really a challenge for the age difference, right? How she sees things, how I see things. So, and I think one more thing. This was it. I had to talk to you. I had to. The day was just not right. Other girls, you date people, and I dated somebody before we got together. I dated somebody that was long distance, and I talked to her often, but I didn't have to talk to her every day. And if I didn't talk to Rasheida, the day was just not going to go right. And she was the person I wanted to tell everything to. Now, we went through some crazy stuff. Again, another show. First year. Another show. We went through
If you keep on plugging that like that, it's going to be some
it's
problems.
good stuff, though.
It's going to be
It's
some
gonna be
furniture
stuff.
moving
And
misunderstandings.
But even when we were bickering or not sure or whatever, in those moments we weren't sure, but I was sure. I was sure. And the day we were on a date, I remember, I was positive at this moment. We were sitting outside of your grandmother's house in the car.
Oh, wow.
And we were having a conversation. And it was the tone of the conversation. And we got out the car, and I said, Lord, okay, this is her. I accept that. I accept that this is her, and we're going to have a lot of work to do because there's a lot of difference in age. And it didn't mean that I was right about what I thought, or that you were right, or that you were wrong, or that I was wrong, but it was just going to take a lot of work to come to the middle. And I accepted that when you got out of the car that day, and I knew that you were the person I was going to marry that day.
Wow.
So those are at least my reasons.
Evidently she got more. I had that one. It was just like, hey, that was all it took for me. Pow! I'm in there like swimwear.
I just roll like that, baby. I mean, no.
Yes, you do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I ain't kissing you now. Come on, I think you didn't just... Okay, that's a lie. See, she got that... you got that whip appeal. Woo! So, you know, what's that? Whatever you want. Oh, my God. There was a song... there was a song by Jaheim that I said, you can have anything I got.
Hey.
Yeah, that was my jam. I used to put she come over to visit, and I just put that song on.
And I used to be like, I had to look up the lyrics to that, and I was like, well, damn. All of that? Okay.
So anyhow, that we trying to keep episodes not from being long because they could go on. And clearly, you can see it was some spinoffs from that. But I don't know if you had anything else you want to add. I think
Nope.
I covered all of my reasons.
I've covered my main.
So the reason that we're here, the reasons that we feel our feelings won't disappear. So that is it for, what was the question? Why did I get married? I married her because she was just made for me.
Oh my God.
So until next time, she's so phony. Until next time.
Get off me. Until next time, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful day.
I'm going to the hospital. They got that virus out there.
Got the row.
Oh, God.
You got to stay here and deal with me.
Hey, y'all have a good night, and we'll be back next time for another edition of Lisa and Rasheida. Don't forget to subscribe.
Hit that notifications button. Hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and LinkedIn.
One more holler. Don't forget, live talk, and that's not what it's called. What is it? Let's Talk. Let's Talk Wednesday nights at 7 p.m. Central. That's what it is, right?
5 p.m.
Yes. Check our Facebook page. You'll see who right, okay? Team Lisa or Team Rasheida? We'll see. All right. Have a good evening.
Peace.